someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Start here at the 25.
Get it! Cougar 19!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Debo going in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You talk about this Seahawks defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now they'll change things up.
19 tight.
gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 average, 60 average.
They'll look to throw here. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
18, Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Get the Eagles, get the Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is the tight end Njoku. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 6 from the 10.
Warriors 17, 18, Pirates, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense, and in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, but this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third down and 13.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Set. Cut 19. Cut 19. 70 Razor. 70 Razor. Read the look.
In motion, Hill. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Trap 50. Trap 50.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jordan Addison.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Check. Smash.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cardinals 10, Seahawks nothing.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
Come on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
19 right.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Barber. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Ready, break. Gravity Lions. 6 Jack.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw again. Addison hauls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Seahawks nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tag! Cougar 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill. 58 yards.
And the Cards are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Seahawks nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Quickly out wide to Mechie. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 43-yard line.
Let's go. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Results on 4th down.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Okay, break.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout is going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
First down, Arizona.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 24-0 lead already in hand, really no reason to try to do anything too crazy here.
Street. Trap 60. Mustang 19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, Smash. 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
Back at the 1-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find some. together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In motion comes the tight end left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lucas Van Ness, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this returnable for Hill. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
60 Bobcat, 60 Dragon, 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Big Lion. Hurt. 79 Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Down the right sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Barber. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
60
Seahawks 10-yard line.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
2nd and 9 now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So little by little, the better these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Cardinals 34, Seahawks nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick
Following
off.
the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
70 range. Mustang 19. Hey. Go street. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a quarterback sneak. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate a count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
In motion goes the tight end. Second and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
There he goes left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and run, Walker. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Got it. Ready?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Tap the 60. Cut 19. Cut 19. Hurt. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hurt.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Samuel in motion.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Hey, check that. Check that. Street.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
Okay, ready?
That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Ready?
Barber is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Seahawks nothing. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
70 Lions, 79 Broncos, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Pioneer. 10 through 11, 10 through 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. Down the left sideline.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready up.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hurt. Mustang 19. Go.
Here's Barber, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
One more time with Barber. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Barber. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Let go.
They'll try it now with Barber. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 48, Seahawks nothing.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go
Ready
now.
to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Cougar 19. Riggs, Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Street. On the ball, now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his man, Samuel. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
70 Rangers. Drop 60. Go.
Barber on 1st and 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 55, Seahawks nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 60 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to about the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.